Welcome back to RelloTalksSports. This time we're going to be talking about the play-in. We're actually just going to talk about the play-in for the Eastern Conference because that's already set in stone. The Magic, the Hawks, the Bulls, and the Heat are going to be competing for the 7th and 8th spot in the playoffs in the 2024-2025 season. I already am a little biased towards this pick because my favorite team happens to be one of the 4 teams, so I'm going to be a little biased, but based off of the matchups, I would actually want them to go 8. I would want them to go number 8. But we'll get into that after I go through the Eastern Conference and 1 through 6. We're gonna go 1 through 6, and then I'm gonna tell you 7 through 10. And I think how it works is 7 against 10. Whoever, I forgot how that shit went. How does the play-in work? The play-in is 7, 8, 8, 9. I believe 7, 8, 8, 9, and then the winner of 7, 8 gets 7, and then the winner of 9. Hold up, 7, 8 plays for 7. 9, 10 plays to play against whoever loses from 7, 8. I think I said that right. So it would be the Magic against the Hawks, Bulls against the Heat. Now that lineup, those teams right there, as is, like I just said, I want the Magic to be number 8 because last year we ran Cleveland to 7 games. We ran Cleveland to 7 games. It was very close, very, very close series to 7. So I want them to go 8, but against the Hawks, we could beat the Hawks. If we want to play against the Celtics, I don't know. We did just beat the Celtics. Literally, that was our last game. We beat the Celtics, but that's not the playoffs. But I don't know. Either way, I would want to see my Magic in the playoffs. But non-biased, I do see the Magic winning that game against the Hawks. Trae Young is nice, but he's not enough. He doesn't do enough by himself. Even with getting those assists, I don't know with the defense that we have that's going to work, especially in the atmosphere like the play-in. I think we would strive, and I think they would strive. I keep saying we like I'm out there. I'm not out there. I'm just a fan. RelloTalksSports, just an avid fan of the Orlando Magic. Favorite player, Paolo Banchero. That boy out there balling. So, hey, they 40-40. 7 seed would be playing against 37-42 Atlanta. I would have Orlando winning, and the Bulls are 37-43. I don't understand that. So that still might alternate. 3, 8, 9, and 10 might alternate. 36-44. Yeah, those might alternate. So Magic might not even play the Hawks. They might play the Bulls, which they definitely would beat the Bulls too. Bulls they have Vucevic. He came from the Magic. Yes, I remember him. Yes, I do. Been a Magic fan for a minute. Let's see, the Bulls and then the Heat. If we run into the Heat, we'd definitely beat the Heat. The Heat are in a state of flux. They just traded Jimmy Butler. They're like, we need that hero ball. We need hero ball. When they really got Bam, they really need to let Bam be the point guard and start incorporating some Joker ball, like play like Denver. They need to do the thing like Denver, but have Bam at point guard and let Bam start getting to the cup, man. Let him from top of the key with a center on him. You know how easy it is to blow by, even with a power forward, because he's what 6'9", 6'10", something like that. He's not 7 feet, but he's tall enough and athletic enough. He reminds me of Bob McAdoo, but he could play point guard. He's really a point guard in the body of Bob McAdoo. So this shit is crazy. But I don't think that's enough to beat the Magic. So all in all, I see the Magic in the playoffs. Non-biased opinion. Non-biased. I am a fan, but this is a non-biased opinion. The other team to make the playoffs is probably going to be, I don't know. I would say Atlanta. Atlanta probably would bounce back if they lose, when they lose, or if they lose to the Magic their first game. They would probably bounce back and beat the Bulls. I think the Bulls probably take that one. I don't know. This one is actually tricky. It depends on who's matching up with who. If Atlanta plays the Bulls, they're going to beat the Bulls. If Atlanta plays the Heat, I still got Atlanta. But if the Bulls play Miami, I got the Bulls. I don't got Miami beating nobody out of this. Miami just made it. They just made it. If you want to look at it like that, they just made it. But I don't think they're going to win. There's no need to go over the teams that didn't make it. But, oh, man, this does not look good for the Miami Heat. Hero Ball, I don't think he's that clutch, man. Hero Ball with Bam Adebayo, I don't think that's going to work. It's not disciplined enough. It's not reliable enough. Hero Ball is just he's just jacking threes. Hey, set a pick, jack it three, or outlet, jack it three. I don't know if that's gonna work unless he gets hot. It's one game. It's hot or not. So it might be 2 games. It's either hot or not. Can we make it to the second game to be hot or not? But I got Magic making it. I think the Bulls are gonna make it. I think the 2 teams that are gonna make it are the Magic and the Bulls. What's going to happen probably, in my opinion, is the Bulls are going to end up at the 8th seed. We're going to play the Bulls, beat the Bulls. The Bulls are going to end up playing against the Hawks because the Hawks are going to beat the Heat. And the 7th seed is going to be the Orlando Magic. 8th seed is going to be the Chicago Bulls. They do got Kobe White. I'm not going to take away like they don't have anybody. They got Kobe White, Vucevic. They traded DeMar and they traded Levine, so I don't know who they got no more. I really can't think of their forwards on that team. The Bulls. See, I didn't have this research. I'm going to try to look it up real quick. Bulls roster, Kobe. Oh, they got Josh Giddey, Vucevic, Lonzo, Kevin Huerter. Okay. They got a couple players over there that I remember. Talent Hort. Oh, they got THT. Okay, they got a nice one. Okay. But I don't know these guys like that, but I'm not gonna take away. They barely made it. They made it to play in. But I'm not seeing enough to get over the hump after the play. If they make the playoffs, it's just a filler team at that point. That's why I'm saying I would love whoever is ending up against Celtics. I feel like they have a chance because after they sold for $6 billion, I feel like they're not trying to win anymore. They're about to break up that team too. They just doing it a little bit more secretly. We whooped their ass, but I don't think they was playing their starters and all that. But we whooped their ass by a dub, and that was before the playoffs though. So I'm not even gonna count that. I'm talking about the Magic. I'm still talking about the Magic, but beat them by a dub. And last year we played the Cavs, and we only lost by one game. That last game was Game 7. I'll say it like that. We went to 7 games. That shit was crazy. But I like the Magic against the Cavs. I would say go for 8, but I'll take 7. We could beat the Celtics. The Celtics fell off. In my eyes, they ain't that good. They good regular season. They ain't that good. They got what's my boy name? They got Brown. That's about it. Brown, the only one that's solid. The other dudes, I don't know. But I think Brown the only solid one on that. If anything, if they make any moves, they need to keep Brown. Because when teams sell and it's new ownership, it's always something. They want some change. It's some change wanted. That's why it's a new owner. But this is Rello Talk Sports. If I haven't said it in a minute, talking about the Eastern Conference 24-25 season of the NBA, the play-in tournament. Who I think is going to make it to the 7th and 8th seed. 1 through 6, we got the Cavs, the Celtics, the Knicks, the Pacers, the Bucks, and the Pistons. So 7 is going to end up playing against the Celtics. 8 is going to end up playing against the Cavs. I think that's pretty much it for this one, man. I like the chances of the Magic, but that's a bias. It's a biased opinion. I, of course, want the Magic to win the championship. That'd be crazy to come from 8th seed and 8th or 7th seed, but I think we've seen that story before. Remember LeBron? I think he ended up against the White. It wasn't too happy ending for LeBron, if we could just say that. But it's not time. We now over here just boasting and bragging on the Magic, the past, even though there's no championships yet. But yeah, man, I got the Magic 7 or 8, and I think the Bulls are going to be the other team to make it for some reason. I don't know why, but I got the Bulls. And I think that's it for this take of Rello Talk Sports. This NBA play-in predictions for the Eastern Conference. They already have all 4 teams that are making the play-in. It's no state of flux. It's no ties, no one game. It's nothing riding on the last games or game of the season before the playoffs in the East. So I could do this and knock it out. But for the West, stay tuned for that one. When we figure out who is in the playoffs and who's in the play-in and all the matchups, and we're going to knock out my take for that. But like I said, this is Rello Talk Sports, and I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Peace.